We just dissected the role of data, so now we're moving to the counterpart everyone pretends is inferior, but quietly relies on instinct. Modern business worships analytics, yet the breakthroughs that define companies rarely come from spreadsheets. Seasoned founders routinely make calls that contradict the numbers, and those calls end up being the inflection points. This lesson isn't romanticizing hunches. It's about understanding intuition as a compressed form of experience, training it deliberately, and knowing the exact conditions where instinct should override the model. Let's demystify this immediately. Intuition isn't magic. It's rapid, subconscious pattern recognition. Your brain processes millions of data points that your conscious mind can't articulate. When you get a bad feeling about a deal, your brain has recognized a pattern, maybe a micro-expression, a tone of voice, or a contract clause that matches a previous negative experience. Experienced entrepreneurs have richer libraries of these patterns, which is why their guesses are often more accurate than a novice's analysis. Valid intuition typically feels calm and clear, whereas fear feels anxious and loud. It's a data processing supercomputer running in the background. So, when do you listen to that quiet voice? First, with people, hiring, partnerships, and culture fit are too complex for spreadsheets. If a resume is perfect, but the candidate feels off, trust the feeling. Second, in creative direction and brand voice, data can optimize a generic design, but it can't create a soul. Third, in early stage innovation, where no historical data exists yet, you have to envision a future that metrics can't see. Fourth, in moral dilemmas, if it's legal but feels wrong, it's wrong. Finally, trust instinct when it contradicts data in an industry where you have deep, decades-long experience. Intuition is a muscle you build, not a gift you're born with. Experience is the raw material. The more decisions you make and review, the better your pattern recognition becomes. To accelerate this, review your past decisions explicitly. My gut said X, I did Y, and Z happened. Expose yourself to diverse business models and industries to broaden your pattern library. Mentorship is a cheat code here. You can borrow someone else's pattern recognition by asking how they see a situation. The more feedback loops you close, the sharper your intuitive radar becomes. Complex decisions often jam your conscious processor. The sleep on it protocol is scientifically valid. Your subconscious works on problems while you sleep or do other things. For any major commitment, enforce a 24-hour rule. Walk away, exercise, play with your kids. Distract your conscious mind to let the background processes run. Often, the solution appears with crystal clarity in the shower or during a morning run. That morning after perspective is usually your intuition delivering its computed result. Respect it. If the deal looks worse in the morning sunlight, it probably is. Here's the hardest part. Is it intuition or just fear? Fear screams, intuition whispers. Fear is frantic, emotional, and focuses on what if I fail or what will they think? Intuition is heavy, grounded, and focuses on this path isn't right or there's a mismatch here. Anxiety creates a spinning sensation. Intuitive warnings feel like a weight in your stomach. Test the feeling. Ask yourself, am I afraid of the work, embarrassment, or do I genuinely see a flaw in the plan? If it's ego protection, it's fear. If it's outcome protection, it's instinct. Don't just follow the hunch blindly, interrogate it. Ask, what specific pattern am I recognizing here? Try to articulate the feeling in words. I don't trust him because he didn't answer the question about his last exit. Seek disconfirming evidence. Actively try to prove your hunch wrong. If it withstands the attack, it's solid. Ask a mentor, this smells wrong to me. Does it smell wrong to you? Finally, run small tests. If you suspect a marketing channel won't work despite the data, spend $500 to prove it before canceling the $50,000 campaign. The goal is a hybrid engine, data plus instinct. Use data to inform the landscape and set guardrails. Use instinct to steer and choose the destination. When data and instinct align, move with aggressive speed. That's a green light. When they conflict, data says go, gut says no. That's a yellow light. Pause and investigate. Usually, that conflict points to a hidden variable the data missed or a bias in your intuition. Don't override the conflict, resolve it. The best decisions come from the tension between these two modes. Consider a founder whose SaaS metrics looked fine, churn was acceptable, growth was steady. Data said, keep optimizing. But her instinct nagged her. Customer conversations felt transactional. Enthusiasm was waning. The market buzz was shifting elsewhere. She trusted that quiet alarm, dug deeper, and realized her product was becoming a commodity. She pivoted to a new model before the metrics turned red. Competitors who followed the good data drove straight off a cliff 2 years later. Her intuition sensed the wind change long before the weather station recorded it. Intuition isn't magic. It's high-speed subconscious pattern recognition based on experience. Trust it implicitly with people, ethics, and innovation where data is scarce. Learn to distinguish the frantic scream of fear from the quiet, heavy whisper of intuition. Validate your hunches by trying to articulate the specific pattern you're seeing. Combine data guardrails with intuitive steering for the ultimate decision advantage. In the next lesson, we're bringing a third player into the mix, artificial intelligence. How do we use AI to enhance our analysis without losing our human judgment? Let's find out.